Hey everyone, Sandy here with My Mom Glow. Today I want to talk about something that I really enjoyed when I was in labor and something that I have seen many moms enjoy as well. Um, did you know one of the most effective tools for coping with labor isn't medication? It's actually water, warm water. Your uterus is a muscle, and so when you float, soak, even just sit in the shower and have warm water on that muscle that's contracting, it immediately helps to take the edge off. And it can be very comforting. Not only does it promote relaxation, warm water helps release tension. It encourages your body to relax in many different ways. Like some people are like really tense, and as soon as they just go, oh, and they just melt into the water. And when you're relaxed, your muscles also relax. Your uterus is a muscle, which also is attached to the cervix. So if your muscles are relaxed, your cervix is also going to relax and help dilation and help baby come down. It's considered one of the most natural pain reliefs that you can get. I feel like in my case, I didn't feel like I could do it until I sat in the water, and then I was like, okay, this I can manage. Water really decreases pressure on your body. It can make contractions feel more manageable. Many moms describe that as feeling lighter and more comfortable and really taking the edge off in general. It helps reduce stress hormones. It really helps you to release oxytocin, which is the hormone responsible for contractions. You have the freedom to move around. You can float in the water. You can go on hands and knees. You can squat in the water. You can just kind of like lay on your side depending on the type of tub that you have. It really helps to encourage rest because it's relaxing you in between contractions, whether that's 5 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. You can really just take a snooze and allow the warm water to get you to that point of relaxation. Now, one of the things I always say, you don't necessarily have to birth in the water. You can labor in the water. I've had many moms that love laboring in the water, and then when it gets time to pushing, they're like, I kind of want to get out. I feel like I need more gravity, I need more stability, and that's okay. And then some moms love to deliver in the water. And if your provider doesn't allow you to deliver in the water, laboring in the water is amazing. It is really going to just help you ease, especially into transition. Now, if you do deliver in the water, it's also been known to help the baby transition a lot more in a lot more relaxed state. So remember that your baby is living in water. They're living in an amniotic sac. It's water. It's warm water. And when they're born into the water, I've seen many times some really cool videos. And even in my own practice, I've seen babies born, they open their eyes and they don't really know that they're born yet because they are in water to water. And then when they're brought up to mom's chest, these babies are very calm and they're very relaxed. Now, we don't want to have that water really hot. We want to keep it like body temperature because too hot can be really stressful for the baby. It can increase the heart rate. It can, increase your heart rate. So, and it could also dehydrate you. So you want to keep it body temperature, not too, not boiling hot and not like a jacuzzi either. You want to hydrate really well if you are laboring in the tub because of that main reason. Even if it's not too hot, eventually you're going to start to sweat a little bit because your body's working hard and you're in warm water. So both of them will get you dehydrated. So lots of fluids, lots of electrolytes. In a lot of cases, once you're laboring in there, more than likely you don't want to get out, but in some cases you have to get out. So, if the baby's heart rate goes too high or if your provider just doesn't allow you to birth in the water, then you might have to get out, and that's okay. But doing the majority of your labor in the water is really helpful. Now, on the flip side of that, let's say you get into the water too early. That can really slow down your labor because then it relaxes you so much that it can just stop those contractions. And so if that's the case, we really want you to get out. We want you to walk around. We want you to, use gravity, do different things to help encourage those contractions to come back. So, even though it's great, it can sometimes do that as well. But you want to know your options wherever you decide to birth, whether it's in a hospital, whether it's at home. Some hospitals do offer water birth, so that's definitely something you want to explore. If your provider offers that, and you want to ask the questions, like what are their limitations? Do you allow me to just labor, or do you allow me to birth? Like all of those things you want to know ahead of time. You want to have a birth plan ready so that your team knows what you want. Like, hey, I don't want to be put into the water until I'm in transition, or hey, as soon as I can get in the water, put me in. Or I would like to birth in the water, or I would not like to birth in the water. So birth plans are really important for those reasons, so that your birth team understand what you want and what you don't want. But in general, laboring in the water really helps to prevent a lot of interventions. It is a natural form of pain medication. It can be extremely relaxing for you and your baby. It can really encourage good, strong contractions because you're also stimulating that oxytocin hormone since you're so relaxed. Your partner can get in the water with you and kind of give you some support, or give you some pressure in different areas that you need. So there's so many different options. Or if you even just want to sit in a shower, you can put your yoga ball in your shower and just let the hot water hit your back, or you can be on hands and knees if you have a big enough shower for something like that. But water is so beneficial in many, many ways, and even before labor starts. So if you're the type of person that maybe when you had your menstrual cycle, you enjoyed taking nice hot showers or hot baths, then that's something that you're going to probably enjoy when you're in labor. So up until you go into labor, you could even try some nice warm Epsom salt baths. It helps to reduce inflammation. It helps to reduce swelling. It really helps to relax you, helps you sleep. Put a few drops of lavender in there, and especially towards the end of pregnancy, that can be life-changing because just an extra hour of sleep helps you feel so much better. And then in early labor. So if you're in early labor and your provider is like, oh, it's not time yet, and you see that contractions are kind of irregular and they're not really going anywhere and they're not changing, and there's not a lot of different patterns that are developing, then get into a nice hot bath. When you soak in that hot bath, it'll give you a nice relaxing feeling, and it might even slow things down enough so that you can get rest, because the main thing that you want to do in early labor is rest, eat, and drink. So important to save up all that energy and that fuel for the more intense part of labor, which is active labor and transition. So you can use water at any time, during pregnancy, during early labor, during labor, but after the baby comes, you don't want to soak in a bath. Very important. You want to ensure that your provider has cleared you for any bath or even pool or beach or anything, because you are healing. Your body is open to infection. So yes, water is great for all the stages, but in the postpartum, you want to wait until you've been cleared and you are completely healed. So either way, if you have any questions, I'd love to hear them. Please post them in the comments. Follow and subscribe. See you on the next one.